Hi. Please pay no attention to the ceiling. I have an afro, and sometimes it touches the top and it gets, yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness, of course I decide to film, and I can see that. So relax, okay? Now, let me just get into this. My name is Kirsten, and I am an actor and a new content creator. And I realize that we are in the midst of what they're calling the Great Lock-In, I believe. I keep calling it lockdown in my head, the Great Lock-In. And um, I want to be a part of this. And I want to see if you want to be a part of this with me. So, literally on the 3rd/4th, because I accidentally extended it, I finished the 75 hard challenge. And it wasn't honestly that hard because I'm fun employed right now. So I had a lot of free time. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't fall to the wayside when it came to my discipline and my ability to get things done. And so I'm really proud of myself because I challenged myself in a lot of ways. I started waking up at like 6 a.m., um, getting those exercises in. I walked for the most part every single day. There were some days where I did hula hooping outside instead of walking. Anyway, all that to say, that really motivated me to, of course, continue a disciplinary challenge, a disciplinary focus in my life. And I logged in on Instagram and YouTube and saw that there was the Great Lock-In going on. And so right now, I've already started it. We're 6 days into this month. Sammy Ingram actually has something going on right now that I'm already kind of doing. Um, so yeah, Sammy Ingram has something going on right now where she's doing like a manifestation lockdown or lock-in. Gosh, lock-in. She's doing, you know, 3 times a day, 10 minutes meditation spurts. And so I've been really doing those, and I love them because my biggest issue is I never, not never, but I typically don't focus in on what I'm manifesting. I will do it for a couple of days and then So that is definitely a challenge at the forefront. But there's so many other things in this lock-in that I really want to focus on. And I've already taken a big leap of faith. I haven't told many people except for the people I work with. Um, but I quit my job, and we are 5 months into me quitting my job and lived off of savings. And I am making a little bit of money right now because I do like trial studies. So that has allowed me to eat, my cat to eat, and like I've really enjoyed the summer. I'm not even gonna lie. I've barely been stressed because I've just actually enjoyed living. And I want that feeling to extend. I want financial freedom. Like everybody else in the world, I want financial freedom. And it comes with locking in. And so like I said, I want to extend this and make this a kind of journey, a check-in, if you will, and see if anybody wants to lock in with me. Okay, so what am I locking in? I think it'd be important to kind of go through what things I'm going to focus on in these next 3 months. Like I said, the 75 hard was just a way for me to continue to work out, especially during the summer. It's really easy. There's a piece of fuzz on my face. I feel it. It's really easy to get lazy. I was worried I was going to just sit and eat and wither away. None of that happened. I even did monk mode in the last month of my 75 hard. So that was really nice to be disconnected from everything and focus in. So what am I focusing on? Well, obviously my end goal is like actor for sure. And I would like to be like a paid content creator. These are newer things that I am. Oh, I gotta sneeze. These are newer things for me, as in I've been acting for a while, but it's a lot of background work. I also have tattoos, So it kind of limits me to what I can do, but I've still been able to do commercials, like I said, background work, and I did one independent movie where I was just a character in that, and I had my tattoos out, but you can't really see them. So that being said, I would like to get more roles. I am in my 30s, so that means I'm going to be doing, you know, probably some auntie things, probably some mother things. The tattoos are being worked on for a thing that's, but in that meantime, I am wanting to just feel more confident and not limit myself. And where I limit myself is like I don't fully audition for everything. Like I'll see things and I'll talk myself out of that. So I'm going to, especially because I have so much more time, audition as much as possible, and I'm going to give myself at least 5 auditions a week. It should be more than that, and I'll probably try to bump it up every week, 10 the next week. But it's also, I mean, living in Ohio, there's only so much I can audition for. That's a huge issue too. I'm definitely trying, but it's not like everything is available here. But that's definitely one of the 4 fronts of this journey. Secondly, UGC, and I don't know if any of you guys know about UGC, but a lot of people it's a saturated market, but just like acting, just like anything else, I don't limit myself to thinking you can't do something because it's saturated. There's so many little like nooks and crannies where people are looking for people like me, or people like, someone else over here and someone over here. So there's no reason to be like, oh my God, there's so many people doing this, because there's also so many people being like, I made 6 figures off of this. I've done this, and all I had to do was this. So UGC, and I officially started in August doing UGC. I made no money. None. None whatsoever. So yeah, September, it's definitely lock-in time, and I've got a lot of work to do. Health is still very big on my to-do list. I have another 15 pounds that I need to lose to get to my goal weight. And it's so funny because I've been like cleaning things out and looking through old papers and like manifestation journals, and I still have the same goal weight from like 2018 written down. So yeah, I should add that to my lock-in. So with the 75 hard, you can't have alcohol for those 75 days. I'm extending this. I don't know how long I'm going to stay sober, but I'm not going to put a time limit on it. I'm just going to enjoy sobriety in every way. It's not like California sober. It's just complete sobriety. I want to wake up feeling 100%. I want to go to sleep feeling 100%. Sobriety, acting, UGC, health. I've got, like I said, 15 pounds left to lose. And it's not just getting skinny. I don't want to just be like wafy. It's not the 2000s. I don't want to look heroin chic. I want to look like fit. These girlies out here are in the gym, tight and toned, and I want to be a part of that group, It also plays a role into acting. You want to look good on screen. You want to look good behind the screen. I did for this lock-in. I hope you guys join me on this. I don't know, I'm going to this evening, I have all these plans. I want to write down what I'm going to go and do every day. And I don't know if every day is going to be hitting every single one of those beats, because I don't know how realistic that will be. Actually, I want to add one more thing into this. I just realized. Speaking of earlier, the Midwest. I'm ready to get the bleep out of the Midwest. I am so ready to get out of the Midwest. Like I said, I'm in my 30s. I've lived here my entire life. I'm over it. I'm over it. I want to be somewhere else. Yes, end goal, moving out of Ohio. I have a place I want to move to. I might wait until we're in this series to see. The end goal this year is to at least be not even this much closer. I want to be like on my way out. And if it's not the end of this year, then it's by like February at the latest of next year, because there's a couple of goals. That's a lot of goals to get in. I think locking in though, and then having so much free time. And I do start my part-time Tuesday or Monday. But it's a really easy job. I'm a scent panelist. You know, like trial studies, I get to do, like I go in and I'll smell things. I don't know if I'll be taste testing anything, but I think it's mostly going to be scent related. And the crazy thing is, I just left a candle making job where I was a general manager. But I was there for 7 years. So all I did was smell things. And now I'm going to be a scent panelist part-time. So it still allows me freedom to do all of this other stuff. And that's what I'm looking for. Because I loved the candle job. It was fun. But there was literally no growth. Like, I got to the ceiling and I was like, hello? Hello? Please? And what's even crazier is when I told my boss, she was like, right now? I'm like, yeah, like, I don't want to do this anymore. And she was I don't know how long she thought I was going to stay there, but 7 years, like, you had most of my 20s. Oh, I'm sorry. You had the end of my 20s and a nice chunk of my 30s. I'm like, you can't have any more of my 30s. Like, I need this. I need this. I need to get out of something. Anyway, sorry. I'm rambling. Yeah. That's the plan. That's the great lock-in plan. Join me, please. Let's make it fun. It doesn't have to be this serious, like, oh my God, there's only so many days until the end of the year. I have to get this done. Let's just have fun, enjoy the journey. There's so much abundance in this world. I think we forget because we just get on social media and we see these people living lives that are bigger than big. And of course, people are posting their highs. You don't want to get on Instagram and see someone be like, I'm sad. No. But that should also mean that there's more room, there's more space for the rest of us who also had the same dream like they did. And that means it's attainable. That means it's possible. If they can do it, why not you? Why not us? Why not me? This ain't so on? It is on. Okay. Anyway, I have talked enough. You guys got the idea. Let's check in every day and see how things are going. Okay, bye.